Yo, welcome everyone to a brand new video, and this is the final race for me of the F1 Sim Racing series, and it's Qatar, as you can see, round 11, and yeah, in Mexico we scored our first points, so the pressure is a bit lower, because it would be really bad if I didn't score any points in my first season. I had much higher expectations, but yeah, at least we scored some points. But anyway, this is our Q1 lap, and now that's a 8.7 first sector. Not too good, but it's alright. Into this right-hander, hugging the curb on the inside, using more ERS, cutting as much as we can on the right-hander. Now flicking the wheel into this left-hander, back on the power and on the ERS as well. And now this is just a flat-out section. It's a 6-2 split. I don't think that's great from what I remember. So yeah, might need another lap as we cut that pretty much on the limit. And now through the final corner, 5th gear, back on the power, use as much curb on the exit as we can. Cross the line, and it's P14 while Merck crossed the line, so it's P15. So yeah, definitely need an improvement on this lap, but surely we can do, and we have the pace for that. So into turn 1, back to 5th gear, flick the wheel and slightly miss the apex there. Ideally you hit the curb on the inside through this left-hander. That was pretty decent, but he had a moment on exit, only 400 or 300s up. So we need to send it through this right-hander, almost invalidated there. That was really on the limit. Now 400s up still, 8.4 first sector, and now 700s after the hairpin into this right-hander, hugging the curb again, went a little bit deeper but didn't lose much time. Now through the right-hander and flicking it again into this left-hander. We got a better exit this time, and you can see we're almost 1.5 tenths up now, so we gained a good amount of time there. And now we just have to finish this lap and we should be through. And now into this left-hander, we go too wide and we invalidated our lap time. That was very painful. You can see that was not me turning from left to right. That was just me letting go of my wheel. But yeah, unfortunately we went out, but the lap would have been through. Just unfortunate that we drove it off track in a flat out corner. So we have to do it from P20 in this race. So yeah, let's see what we can do. So here we are at the start, starting last. Not the way we hoped to start our final race of the season. But yeah, we're just gonna maximize it. For now, we have a much better start than Declan. We are already right next to him. So up the inside we go, up the inside of Tycho as well. And now that got us up 2 positions actually. So that's quite nice. You can see Ruben is starting on the mediums. So yeah, he's going for a medium soft strategy, which is tricky. You don't see that often, but he pushes Alfie a bit wide there. And now we have Declan upper inside again, which is not what we wanted. And now on the inside for this right-hander, we go a little bit deep. But Declan is still right next to us, and he's actually ahead of us into this right-hander, and he got the move done. So unfortunately we lost the position again. So yeah, we need to get ourselves together and get the position back. So now you can see we're using a lot of battery and we're going for the inside line into turn 1. And we slightly hit Alfie there, and that unsettled the car. So couldn't make the move there yet. But now in lap 4 we're gonna go for a move again up the inside, and we're going side by side through these double right-hander, and now we're having the outside for the hairpin, making no contact though. So the racing was really clean. Slightly made contact there, and still up the inside for this right-hander. But I was also thinking we can't battle too hard, because then we would lose the DRS to the cars ahead. But now you can see Thomas Gall actually, he lost a lot of time. And what actually happened as we go up the inside is that his wheel disconnected, or he lost force feedback and he had to restart his wheel mid-race. So yeah, no ideal that happened to him. Shouldn't happen in general. But now in lap 16 we are in P7. You can see in the top left Tycho Hardy is on the same strategy. He was right behind us, and now he's 11 seconds behind almost, and his teammate Thomas Ronner is in the lead at the moment. So what we expected to happen is that Tycho would hold up the train that's already pitted, and that will give Thomas a good advantage for the end of the race. But we didn't want to wait for it too long, because overtaking is really hard in general. So we are gonna go for an undercut on Alfie and at least Declan. So we have to push on this outlap, and we will get to the train anyway, as Tycho is probably gonna hold them up pretty badly, as that's what he's going to try to do for Thomas, of course. But now we are in P20. We almost got ourselves back in DRS, just about missed it, as Thomas is 1.1 seconds ahead. And now we are getting past Alfie and Declan as well. The undercut is not big on this track at all, but it's also really hard to make moves on this track with the dirty air. And now we got the fastest lap as well here. Thomas Gall ahead of us, and he boxed a bit earlier, so we do have fresher tires than him, as Jake Benham went into the box as well. So that's us up to P17, and now you can see Tycho Hardy is letting everyone through pretty much, because he did the job he had to do for Thomas, as we made contact with Thomas Gall there. And now Alfie Butcher is right next to us on the left hand side, but we do have the inside line on this double right-hander again. And now it's just Tycho. We need to get past him ASAP. He's not battling it too hard, fortunately, so that's good for us. He obviously just had to hold up the leaders, and now he can let Thomas do his job. And now in lap 20 we're still in P16. We're gonna try and go for a move, as Thomas Gall is flashing and moving up the inside, braking tiny bit later, and that's the move done up to P15. And now it's Joshi Do and Joni Tormola, both in Alpines right ahead of us. And in lap 22 we're going up the inside, and we don't make any contact there, and we got the move done up the inside. So I was very satisfied with that overtake actually. Up to P14 we go, and now we are right behind Joni Tormola. Also, I think they both boxed pretty early. I think Joni was the first one to pit in this race, so we'll have much fresher tires than him. So now we're gonna go on the battery, almost going to look for the inside. Couldn't quite do it there yet, but now we should have a better exit. You can see Dirtier don't have the traction, but up the inside into this hairpin, flick the wheel, slightly make contact there. And I felt that move was not really fair, so I wanted to let him back through, but he didn't seem to bother too much. So I decided to just take it and hope to not get a penalty later on in the race. Now we got up to P13 and it's lap 28, and now we're right behind Tom Manley and almost looked to go for a move there, but couldn't quite do it. Yeah, the Dirtier on this track is so much worse than any other track, so it is quite tough to make moves on here. It's lap 29 as you can see, so it's the final lap, and unfortunately we don't score points in this race, but you can see we are P11, so we gained 9 positions. Well, we gained 7 positions on track, but 9 positions with penalties, but still didn't get any points, unfortunately. We did get fastest lap though, but yeah, it doesn't matter if we're out of the top 10. But anyway, thanks everyone for watching. These were my races of the F1 Esports season. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.